Hello again. This is Radio Entrepreneurs. My name is Jeffrey Davis, and I'm having a great time always talking to entrepreneurs, and I love when entrepreneurs show up with books. And this one's been engraved here. For those who are on our YouTube channel, look at this. Nice book, hardcover versus mine, softcover. You see, when you self-publish like this person did, you spend the money to get a proper cover versus my cheapo publisher, I hope you're listening, Mitchell, who put me in a softcover. He is a great publisher. Now, I just want you to know who we're talking to. We're talking to David Humphrey, CPA, CVA president of Beacon Equity Advisors, and the book is The Art of Business Value Enhancement. Wow.
Good morning.
Oh, that's two titles, really. The Art of Business and its Value Enhancement, correct?
It's one title, but...
And how does this book create value enhancement?
The idea behind this book, Jeffrey, is that we tried to take a step back and educate a business owner on how buyers look at their business. And if a buyer understands more about if the seller understands more about how a buyer is looking at their business, they know what to do to help enhance their own business value. So if you were selling your house,
right,
you'd mulch the front yard, you'd put some fertilizer down.
You left the stuff out. It starts with begging my wife, can we sell the house?
You clean up the basement. You do all those things to make the house present well,
right? So
that you can entice a buyer to pay your asking price,
right?
Why wouldn't you do the same thing with an asset that's probably 3, 4, 5, 10 times more valuable than your house? Why wouldn't you take a couple of steps to present it better, so that the investors, the entrepreneurs, the people who are looking at the business go, this is the kind of business I want to buy?
Well, I think there's a debate in there. There's some inherent conflicts in there, but I'm not going to give you my opinion yet. Investment bankers want to sell now, just like house brokers. They have a timetable. But you're right. I've often seen business owners, and I've told them, you probably should wait a year or two. There's some work you need to do on the house if you want to get full value.
With a guy on Friday down in Connecticut, same idea.
Right.
The follow-up was you're probably 3 years away from selling, and you need to do...
If you're going to get what you want, what you need.
If you're going to get value. What you need is a whole nother conversation.
Well, I think that has to be factored in, doesn't it? Because too many times people do sell their businesses, and they don't get what they need, and then they're back trying to play the same game again without the same platform.
They have trouble getting what they need or want because their business isn't positioned well. And I think that's a big part of what we're trying to convey. And again, if you tried to sell your house the day after the hurricane, or with the lawn all brown, it just doesn't present as well. But there's so many things that so many levers a business owner controls.
So, I think it's, you hit a topic that's been an issue for me with a lot of my own clients and people that I talk to every day in and day out in my consulting role. What was your inspiration?
Jeffrey, there was a business owner we worked with in 2005, 2006 that came to us. They had developed the business, grown the business. They came to America after the Second World War and started a distribution business. And the business had grown to a nice sized company. They were an important part of the economic activity on the South Shore. Grown the business, handling 6,000 SKUs. And they were managing it all using a Lotus 123 in DOS spreadsheet in 2006. And I just real quick remind you that Windows 95 was called Windows 95 because it came out in 1995. So 11 years later, they're still using DOS-based Lotus 123 to manage 6,000 SKUs. Businesses of this size, this nature, handling this many SKUs had gone to barcode scanning and were updating their inventory in real time. They were able to tell customers and schedule product based on what day, what the weather was outside, what kind of shipments they needed to do. And so their competitors were moving forward and integrating the cost savings into their pricing that they were offering their customers. And this particular business owner was not. And what we figured out when we took a step back, when we did the postmortem, was in the last 5 years of running this business owner lost $1 million a year in value. And that really caused us to step back and say, what happened? Where did their advisory team, let them down? Where did they not maximize opportunity? And what should they have done? And we actually figured out that with an investment of less than $500,000, they could have turned that whole thing around. But to a degree, they stopped moving their business forward,
Mm-hmm.
and
A
therefore
lot
they
do.
lost value.